G'day guys, my name's Josh, you can call me Zhuboodle, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die, where we are back as the sun rises and the morning chimes, back to continue building our kick-ass volcano base. I'm currently down in my regular-ass boring base, the one that's not perched precariously up on the cliff top all the way up there. Every time I look at that, I get a little bit tingly again, just thinking of how cool that base is going to be eventually when I finally get it done. Plus the sunrises as well. All those windows I have are going to be looking east at the sunrise, like it's beautiful like Rhonda. So I'm pretty excited to get up there and get it cracking along. Overnight, I did have a crack at getting through as many of the loot bags out there as I could. I got through a lot of them, but as you can see, there's still quite a big chunk of them out there waiting to be looted. But that's not my goal for today. What I've also been doing is I've been getting some more concrete on the craft, so some more cement on the craft in there, some more concrete crafting away in there, and just trying to get as much resources together as possible, because I've kind of want to get some base done up on top of the mountain up there so I can start and end the day up there rather than having to make trips back and forth all the bloody time, because the longer I'm going between places, the more chance there is that I'll get caught in another ridiculously big zombie horde, which I am not excited about at all. I'll grab my wood because I do need some more. In fact, what I'll do this morning, you can hang out in there again for a second, I'm going to grab my auger, grab you real quick, and also grab some gas, some good old-fashioned dinosaur juice, because I want to go down into the mines below my base and get some more stone. If I'm going to need concrete, stone's going to have to be plentiful. All the way down into the catacombs below my base, just carving out a nice big X here, because X does mark the spot. I was going to churn through a couple of this stony goodness like it's bloody butter, or I can't believe it's not butter, and get all of this goodness. You can turn all of this into cements, save a couple for turning into sand and then stone as well. All the concrete I ever need can be churned out of the ground down here. I'm just going to put in the effort and burn a couple of fumes to turn it all into my pockets. I'm like, I don't know, 1,300 or so short of just having a nice easy stack of 24,000, so I'll just grab another couple of blocks worth. My auger's setting up to the challenge pretty bloody well. I'm burning through dinosaurs more than anything else. That'll do me about them. Yeah, nah, too easy as that. Let's quickly just bonk our ways back out of the hole. It is kind of nice knowing I can sit down here and just burn away as much as I want to. I have all the defenses outside to take care of any screamers that do show up, so that's less of a problem. Up straight through the hole, there we go. All the way back up to the top. A smarter man might make some ladders, but as we've established with lots of my Muppetry before, I am not a smart Jeffrey at all. That's still burning away, that's fine. In fact, I'm looking for battery charge. You're looking full, and you're still charging away. Alright, that's fine. I'll just leave you there to continue charging up. I can turn my NVGs off. So I think I might just, because I do have those fusion forges, I might just chuck in, like, let's go, like, how much can I make? A lot. Let's just go another 6,000. In fact, let's wear you while I do that to save myself a whole lot of time. Let's go another 6,000 in you, because that'll cost me 6,000 stone. That's nice and easy. I'll do the same in this one, because that's going to leave me like 12,000 stone-ish on the other side to make cement with. I'm going to have quite a lot of cement powder coming out the other side as well. In fact, let's go sand. Sand, that one there, please. Or do I make another 6,000 sand in you and 6,000 sand in the other one? Because it's all 1-to-1. And then just get myself another 12,000 stone later and crank it all together into more concrete that I know what to do with. I mean, sure, that seems like a reasonably good decision. Why can't I? Oh, because you're in the wrong thing. You get made in here, don't you? Alright, well, let's go. 6,000 in you. Let's go this one. Let's go 6,000 in that one as well. This is like, it's going to take 20 minutes for the sand, but a couple of days for the cement. I'm just kind of like investing in my future, you know? Later on down the deck, when I do need the concrete, I'm going to have more than I need. I'm going to be drowning in the liquid grey stuff before too long, and I'm going to love it. So I need sand, lead, and clay to make myself some window blocks, of which I'm a little bit shy of at the moment. So sand, clay. What was the other one? I'd forgotten. And clay. Grab that one. It is going to have to interrupt my my cement crafting, but I think it's going to be worthwhile. 326. I probably need... I don't even know, actually. Let's go like 200, I suppose that's going to take 10 minutes. I'll quickly just stop all of you guys and then make all that back into cement again. Yep, sure, all of that going to take a heckin' bloody long time. That's so long. That's like what? What's that? So 6, 8, 12, 24. No, what am I counting in sixes for? So we've got to get 24. So 24, 48s. I tried to do math and it didn't work out very well for me. That's like just over 5 hours, so 5 in-game days worth of time to smelt into cement. So I'm just gonna leave that running. I'll like pause it and cancel it and keep it going after I get what I need, but I'll leave that glass in there to smelt away for me. And in the meantime, put you guys back into there, swap you back out and chuck you back in the box. I may as well go. I mean, I'm not like playing the actual series anymore. I'm more focused on just like building things, but I still need materials to do all sorts of deeds. So I'm going to take all of this and quickly go see old matey Tradie over there, who's probably dead given the last horde rinsed through his house and his guards did absolutely nothing about it. I'm going to quickly go and see him, see if I can buy some like polymers and stuff off him, just things that might make my my zombie killing powers a little greater. Jeez, look at what they've done here. Yeah, there's I feel like this used to be a guard. There's not... Look, I've gone straight through it. Straight through it and out the other side again. Oh, there's a loot bag out here as well. Tradie Rex has not had a good time about it. Oh, well, that's not my problem because you are, after all, Lord Farquaad. In we go.
Trader Joe's.
Good to see you're still alive, buddy boy. I had some concerns. But you're still here spitting insults. This is why no one came to save you. Made a cheeky 40 grand just from various things I found on the ground. I will take the gunpowder. I will take... I mean, what I really need is polymers. 59. I'm now starting to realize after... This is my second playthrough of Darkness Falls. I'm not really playing through Darkness Falls. This is where the Anywhere Anytime mod lived, so I had to play it in Darkness Falls. But I did the whole like proper playthrough of Darkness Falls not long ago, and every time in both that series and this one, I get to the end of it, I'm like, oh, like small amounts of polymers are actually very valuable, because in my head I think like, oh, I've got like a couple of hundred of them, like 300 or 400. That should be more than enough. No, not even. You need like thousands of polymers, and I definitely underestimated that when I had the opportunity before. Like, look at this, right? Mini blinds, bottom sheet, 25 bucks a pop. I know they're made out of polymers, so I'll buy those as well. Because every last scrap of plastic not only murders half the sea life on the planet, but also murders half the zombies as well. Tell you what, it does feel good coming back and ogling my base a little bit. I never really got to finish it off. There's still some like little scripts and scraps around the place that, especially this bit, that need a little bit of TLC, just that little bit, but that's gonna have to wait for another day. I couldn't sell all this garbage, so I should have scrapped those stun buttons, because let's be honest, they're pieces of shit anyway. Okay, so now if I scrap you, while you're still counting down, I've got some time, I can't even scrap that actually, but if I go, and I go like this, just place you down like that for the moment. Let's just get out the old machete and carve you up. Look at that. Another couple of bits of polymer. Only 6 of them may not have been actually worthwhile, but that's how desperate I'm getting. 6 polymers is still more than I had before. With that though, I think we might be about ready. I don't need all of my windows right now. I can come back and get some more later on. Yeah, a good easy 100 should do the trick. I'll take some extra cement out of there. I did leave most of my gubs in my bike, so that's less of a problem. I'll grab a nice stack of jerky. I think I found some red tea. I did find some red tea. Got some coffees as well to bring in, well, tomorrow morning. The moment I can actually like be up in my volcano base and drink a coffee or a frothy looking at the sunrise or the sunset, whichever drink is more time appropriate for whatever I'm doing, that is going to be a good bloody day. But there's still a long way to go before that moment yet. There's still lots of construction to do. So hi ho, it's off to the volcano I go. Ah, it's just one hoodie zombie, that's fine. The tails will take care of him. I've got bigger fish to fry. So hear me out. Listen, I don't have great ideas a lot of the time. My decision-making skill is so bad that I need like a cohort of smarter people around me to stop me making potentially disastrous decisions. I'm looking at that mountain and I'm thinking, I want to build, a long time ago, like Alpha 17, I built this awesome like gyrocopter entry into a cliff face. It was in creative, it was just kind of like fleshing out an idea. So I've done it before, and I'm looking at that mountain up there thinking, yes, it's a caldera, yes, it's a volcano, and it's a bad idea to be tunneling into a lava cone. but I want to build a gyrocopter platform into the side of it. I want to have like a full evil villain lair kind of entryway, you know? I want to build something cool with that. I don't have a gyrocopter at the moment. If it gets too long down the piece, hopefully I can either buy one or find one or do whatever. If push really comes to shove, I might just get a gyrocopter for the sake of having some way to test out the build. Still building it in survival, but just have a means of transportation. But I would love to have like something sneaky like that. And I reckon it might be doable. It'll take a fair bit of work and a fair bit of risk, and probably a lot of materials getting wasted into rubble. But I reckon it could be doable. And that gets me a little bit excited. Back up to the tippy top of the mountain once again. Survey the hills. Man, it's going to be good. I know I've only got a little bit of room to work with that build height to make like the horde base part. I suppose with the steel shovel, just some titanium at home as well to make even better tools if I really need to. But like, leveling out a lot of the area up here to better take advantage of this hole here could definitely be doable. I am going to have to make it so that the only way for the zombies to get to me is across whatever bridge I do here. So whether that be like a moat or something, they can tunnel, but if I reinforce that properly, they should kind of go the way I want them to. God, I really flirt with danger. I am wearing too many layers of clown shoes to be being so cavalier next to death drops like that. A smarter me would plug them up like this one. But I could definitely take advantage of that and use that as the entryway. And just have like, I don't know, maybe have like some space up here for a garden or something. Like, you know, if I'm like really leaning into the whole like citadel kind of thing. What's the castle they made? Is it Azra? Nah, what's the castle they made in Israel? Like against the Romans? God, I'm gonna have to look at it. That's gonna annoy me now. But like building like a plateau level like citadel kind of thing with all the means necessary to take care of its population, being me. That sounds like a wonderful time. Yeah, look at this place though. So I've brought up my glass. Again, not bulletproof glass because it has that disgusting texture. Not only like the wires running through it, which was already annoying enough, but now it's like, it looks like someone wiped their ass with it. So I'm less excited for that. But I'm going to start putting some windows in over here. Still unsure what to do with the roof just yet. Might take a little bit of doing on that face, but I reckon we're pretty much there. I was going to try and be clever with this. However, I'm not very clever in my best moments, so I shouldn't really push my luck. I'll just go 12 of those. I have no idea how many 11s I'm going to need. Let's just go like, let's assume they're like, I don't know, maybe 4 across, like 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Let's go like 24 of those. I'm sure I'll use the surplus should I need to later anyway. But while it's crafting along, I've been thinking about... Look, I really like 7 days, as you can probably tell, and I really like building cool bases in 7 days, to the point where I was lying in bed last night thinking about this bloody base and trying to plan it out in my head what I was going to do. And one of the things actually I was thinking, I do think I need to have the basement. Like, this is going to be like the nice area kind of thing. I feel like I need a little bit of extra space to feel a little bit less claustrophobic about it, and I do have this little like cellar down here at this level. So I could hollow out most of this, reinforce the walls with concrete and have a nice little area. It won't have any nice like panoramic views like my upstairs does, but that's okay. That's not what it's for. That is purely a productive area rather than a leisurely area. So that can be done down on this way. But I think for the roof, what I'm gonna do, really just running through my thought process now. What I'm gonna do here, you're not going to let me do it the right way by using rebar, so I'm going to have to do it with my wooden frames instead. I'm going to borrow some of the design ideas from my other house and go with the half frame stairs, the 50 stairs, advanced rotation, get you going along like that, just to have a nice little transition from the roof block into the window blocks. I wanted to make it transparent. I don't think it's going to be a real great option for me, and I do need to put the windows in to support the roof, which sounds a bit weird. But if I go along like that, that should look pretty great when it all comes to fruition, when I finally put it all together. There's a derpo coming in, but I'm staring at this thing trying to find the block that I need that I don't think actually exists. I thought the 3-way block, nice, was going to be the block that I was after. I mean, look at this as well though. With the view you've got up here, you could see exactly where the derpos come into land, which is kind of lovely. But I thought the 3-way block was going to be the one to do it, because I need to find what is effectively a full block with a quarter chunk taken out of it. Maybe like an 1/8 of a block chunk taken out of it, which I'm not sure actually exists. At least I'm not having much luck finding it if it bloody does. Like, there's all sorts of ramps and wedge stairs and all sorts of lovely things in here, but not what I actually need, which is a little bit upsetting. Nah, I don't think so. In fact, even though I can think of it in my head, I can't see that block as being part of the thing. Maybe it's in the cobblestone menu? I'm not even sure. Yeah, look at that. Look where the derpo's going down. Directly over there. Makes it so much easier to find. I looked it up, and it's my favorite thing. My favorite thing about 7 days, it will hopefully be gone for Alpha 20. The block does exist in the game. It's called a 7/8 block, which makes sense if it's got an eighth of the block missing. Doesn't exist in the regular game though. I can't make a 7/8 block. It doesn't exist in my shape menu. It's not there. So screw me, I suppose. God, I can't wait till all the blocks are available again. So I think I'm just gonna have to go with like the regular ass blocks. They're a little bit ugly, but I don't really have a massive amount of choice in it. Sure. Just like that. And with that, I'll upgrade all of you guys. I do need a lot more. Did I bring any wood with me? Oh, that's an oversight. That was silly of me. There are some trees for me to go and cut down, but I was trying to avoid that if I could. I mean, I don't have any stone either to make the cobble. I've got cobble in the chest. Maybe I'll just quickly run home. It's just down the hill. It's not too much of an ask for you, Josh. Just pull your leg out and probably do it for a change. Look, it's just down there. You can see your stash. Actually, before I go though, do I put the stairway down to the bottom level right at the door? Or do I go down like over there maybe? Or even back this way maybe? I'm not too sure about that one. Let's have a little scout out down a little ridgeway down here, because it is going to be like tunneling out a lot of the ground down here, which might not be super clever. I potentially could put some like doors or some windows in it, I suppose, have a bit of access down there, though I'm not really sure exactly how that's going to work out for me. That's actually stone, so break you. It's hard to decide. It's hard to decide what the right option is because I only get to do it once. I was going to fill in the roof here with solid concrete blocks to kind of give myself some shade, but I quite like the idea of having potentially some like sunroof going on there, the skylight even. Maybe if I had like, oh, maybe even behind here. There's not a whole lot of room to hide something in there. Don't think it clips through blocks. I might have to revisit the idea of potentially having like a garage door placed in here so that you could even use it as a door like this, but like open it up and use it as like a sunshade. I'm really getting well down the path of what 7 Days to Die is not supposed to be. I'm getting all sorts of distracted with architecture and less distracted with zombie murder. I can't wait to actually get this working for me. Have a nice smooth run down the mountain without breaking half my toesies. Let's just pretend that I did it and immediately hit a wooden stump. I'm only here to get my wood and get my my cobblestone. Let's pretend I didn't bin that entirely. A lot of my corn has grown as well, which is kind of nice. I'll harvest what I can. Half you is still growing, but the real big boys are ready to be ground up into paste and turned into plastics. It's kind of interesting actually, because my limiting factor now on making polymers is actually my glass jars. I don't have many glass jars to use with the cornmeal to make the plastic polymers, so that's an interesting little hiccup that I wasn't particularly expecting. I need my wood, I need my cobble. I'll take some stone with me as well. That's all the stone I've got. I have to use the rest of it for cement making. Means you're probably also done as well. I'll grab you. You're cooking away in there nicely as well. Alright, let's not hang around here too much because a horde will show up sooner rather than later. Let's head back up the mountain and continue our construction projects. There's still so much to be done. Finally get to start putting in my windows. I can start with that one there to start with the easy ones first so I don't have to make too many difficult decisions along like that, because in the corner, there's no corner piece for the windows, which is kind of a shame. I would love to have just like that right angle collision between the two window frames in the one block, because I don't have access to that as it stands at the moment, which makes life a little bit more difficult. In fact, what I could do, I could put the glass on the inside and run the frames on the outside, so that actually I'll be sticking the frames on the outside of the window, which means I could use like a ramp block for the corner there. That one there. Because if I put you, let's go ramp, and I stick you with advanced rotation so that you're flat on the ground like that. I mean, yeah, From the inside, it looks a little bit weird, but you can't really see it anyway because it is reasonably transparent given it is bloody glass. You look at that, you can't even tell. You can't even bloody tell. All right, in that case, I need to have all of you back again, but now you're stuck there, so we'll go window, and we'll go another 6 of those, if you please, because I burned a couple of them. Break you guys down again, stick it to the outside. That should solve my problem rather nicely, and keep all the space inside this room nice and functional. Easy peasy. That's the last window frames in like that, so bloody easy. All right, nice, nice, nice. So all I need to do now is just run out my little sneaky side door over here, get an angle up on the windows from here, and I can stick you. Wait, are you in the right spot? You look like you're in the right spot. I'm not sure why that, yeah, I just wigged my head out because it was on that like weird angle, but that's okay. I can now go like that. You go along like that one. I can continue rotating you around to get the right angle on that side, please. Almost there, almost there. Don't stitch me up now, please. We've come so far together. Yes, like that. Yeah, that's so good. So now I could do the same on these other sides too and kind of get like that fork going across. Oh, this is coming together so well. I had a stab at how many 11s these frames I needed. I actually got reasonably close. I was only 6 short, so that's like, you know, I got 5/6 of the way there. We'll go like that, copy rotation, and finish off that bottom row all the way along. Just like that. All right, let's have a squiz. Let's have a cheeky bit of a gander and see what it looks like out of here. Oh, if anything, I mean, you need the frame for texture. You can't just have like an empty void because it looks like there's actually nothing there because you can't see the glass at all. So I did need something there to hold the panes in, but as it stands, I like it. I like it a lot. Look at the view though. How could you not love waking up to this in the morning? I do need a fair few coats of paint. Lucky I've got several thousand barrels of paint back at home, so that's less of a problem. Gonna need some for the roof up here as well. Oh, actually, that might actually be a problem. Because I can't build up one, remember? Because I'm on the top of the world. Right. That is an interesting conundrum. Because, yeah, I can't put... Because the windows and like the frames are 2 separate blocks, they have to like match up together. I can't put the frame in and then put the window attached to it. So it has to sit on the bottom of that block. That's less amazing. That makes me feel less amazing about it. I might have to go and try and find the mod that has the pane inside the frame. I know they exist out there somewhere, so I need to find the right one. So I might even hold off on putting the roof in. I could do it my normal way, but I'm just limited by how high the world can go, despite the fact there's trees out here breaking the rules all over the place. But, point being, I like that. I like that an awful bloody lot. Now the windows are in, I can actually upgrade you to be nice and sturdy. Could leave you as wood, and I will actually repaint you to look like wood once you're done to give it a little bit of extra texture feel. But as long as you're nice and sturdy, I'm happy with you. So now that that's in, I do need to continue that aesthetic along the rest of the building. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, do I want to put an extra pillar in there? No, I don't think so. Okay, so I need what? 16, 32. I need 32 more windows. So if I go window here, I'm going to need 4 per window. So I need 8 of you. Like that. Wait, is it 8? Stop. Yeah, it is 8. I should have trusted myself. I need 8 of you. And then I need, what, 24 of this one? 24. That should give me the entire window, both that side and that side. Still got the glass to do it as well. That should come together nicely as the sun is setting. In fact, while I'm waiting for that, I'm making a decision. Making a decision, this is where the stairway is going. Down to the basement down yonder. It may be looking a little silly, but I promise you it's going to work. It's all just dirt under here, so I'm just tunneling across. Just a small little channel just to find what level I'm on compared to that garden path outside my windows. I don't even know what I want to use this space for as such. I just thought I need like extra space for storage and things. The worst thing I could do after spending all this time building this cool base up here is wasting all that space and making it real tight and real claustrophobic, so I don't want to do that. How are we looking? So we're 1 block further up. There's some dirt in here, but mostly stone. That's right. I don't want to get rid of all of it though, because some of it is actually still supporting the building up the top. It's a relatively big area up there too, so I might have to leave a couple of pillars or something in here. Although, maybe I'll wait until I've built the roof up the top before I decide exactly how I'm going to need it. Because if I can build the roof unsupported, that means the building under here should be unsupported. Maybe little extra supports here and there, I suppose, like some poles or something. But it should be okay, but I want to run the test upstairs first before I risk the entire building coming down. This actually wasn't part of the plan initially, but I've got this gap here from what was here when I first showed up, actually. That's a... Alright, that was a block. It was lying to me. I'll stick you back there and pretend like nothing ever happened. But it's actually worked out pretty well, because if I'm building these stairs down this way, grab that one, and just continue on that line all the way down to here, that means as you're coming down the stairs, you get this nice little break where you've got a gap through the windows to look out on. So I put a window in there. Was supposed to be a an emergency exit, but I can build another one of those. If I'm building down into the mountain more, I can always build a different emergency exit for various uses. To do like that. That can be my little tunnel down to the bottom, and that can be my whole lower floor. Yeah, it's gonna be really good. Alright, no sweat, easy peasy. How are we looking on this as well? You're now built, I can swap over for that one. I'm still waiting for... Oh, you... Hey, why didn't anyone warn me I was building the wrong kind of windows? I thought I was building 11sies, not bloody U-bangers. Shit. Alright, well, 24 of you, it's gonna take a minute and a half to do it. Oh, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed! Why do I do this to myself every time? We were so close to just getting it right, so of course I stuff it up. Put those windows in along like that. This has been, like, it's what, the third series of the Volcano base series, I suppose? Mini-series-ish? Well, like, of the base build episodes. This has been very, very build heavy. It's been going well. I've run out of iron, you bloody bastard. Run out of iron because I wasted it all making these bloody things. Can I scrap them? I can. They don't give me all the iron back, but they give me some. So I just need to make another 2 though, just to fill that gap there. And then I can set about putting the glass panes in. And then just like the skeleton of the place is basically there. Do need to bring some paint up with me and probably some storage as well. I mean, I could probably even make like this bit here, the storage. That'd work. It'd cover up the nice little accented wall I've got here, but that's alright. That goes down to the downstairs. I like where this is heading. I like where this is heading an awful lot. I mean, I wasn't too sure about a couple of things I was doing, but now that I'm sitting here now, I like it. There we go. The windows are in. That's looking pretty bloody spiffy. You can really tell it's there by the reflection of everything else, but that's fine with me. I'll take my scaffolding back if you don't mind. Oh, that was the wrong block. Oh, sorry. That's alright. Casualties have to be made occasionally. You can't build a cool base without breaking a couple of frames. I can't even squeeze through this gap anymore. This is supposed to be like my entryway. Well, not really, just like for construction purposes. Grab you guys off there as well. Yes, 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 yes. I need you two to dry so I can upgrade all of you to reinforced concrete so everything's nice and uniform. No idea what text I'm going to paint you yet. Probably something wooden even. The only reason I made the floors out of wood as well, could have made it out of reinforced concrete very easily, but I wanted it out of wood specifically because the sound it makes when you walk on it. When you walk on concrete, even when it's painted, it sounds like you're walking on concrete. In fact, next to the windows, it sounds like metal. But if you walk on wood, it makes a different sound. And I wanted... I know, I'm insane, right? I wanted the sound of walking on wood, but it looked like I was walking on wood. This is how I am sometimes. So I'll get that in. I'll paint this all to be a nicer wooden texture. A couple more to go. But I think that's worked out really well. I think that's come together really bloody nicely. Other than the skylight and the basement, and then like actually allocating areas of the house to different things, we're looking pretty spiffy up here. What I do need to do though, need to make myself a king-size bed. I need to make myself some end tables. Need to make myself a door. I need to make like, you know, need to furnish my house. The frame has gone up, but now I need to make it a home. Oh, that was the worst time ever to have a spike of lag. Oh, that terrified me. I didn't even know there was another hole over here. There is. There's like, look, there's a whole thing. There's another journey to the center of the earth, another Brendan Fraser. And the game spiked in a lag. It tried to send me to my death. Wow, it's like right next to that one too. If there was a way I could like hollow out this middle bit here, I mean, that would make a really cool gatehouse, right? Like you have to walk across this single spigot of land to get across, but I didn't even realize there was another one. I didn't even fucking realize, and I was just peeking over the edge by accident. The game's like, hey, you know what'd be really funny? You know what'd be really funny? If I stopped the game like I just fucking stopped your heart. Oh, awful. Absolutely awful. Would not, in fact, you know what? With that one, I am going to leave some frames in there as like an insurance clause against my own stupidity. You're going to sit there like that, nice and a little bit secured so I don't inevitably kill myself. Oh, man. Too much. That was way too bloody close. So if I've got that there though, so I've got these two holes right next to, how have I not realized that's a hole, by the way? All the time I'm running around here, never bloody paid attention to it. So all I'd have to do, well, I can't get across there, so I just have to build like a wall on that side and a wall on this side. That could be the entryway, and then like, well, just cover off there, I suppose. Cover off that little bit, then the only way into this little side over here is either up the cliff face or through here, which I don't think they have as an option. There's another death hole there as well. Might even just cover that one up too, just so I don't have any silly ideas over this side. Oh, fuck me dead. Would you stop? Would you stop having fucking lag spikes when I'm on the precipice of death? God damn it, game. You're taking the piss all over me and I fucking hate it. This one here always makes me panic, so it's gonna block you up. So at least I know that if I'm cruising around, there's like a divot. If it doesn't have a frame over the top of it, it's gonna be safe because there's frames on most of the death holes around here. You watch me fall into a death hole before long and lose all of my shits. But I reckon that's definitely doable. Block off that bit there, and then across to, well, that's not even a hole there at all. Actually, it's like a regular crater. And then it's across to this hole, and then that last little bit over there. Then for the most part, I'm basically safe, I think. I have no idea how a horde is going to react to this, though, because the horde has to be up on this level in order for them to go down the hole of death. So maybe even building some stairs or something for them outside, giving them a way up if they do spawn in out there, up and onto the plateau so they can come and get me the way they're supposed to. Try and, like, give them an avenue, I suppose, like it's next to a goddamn ocean, to try and get to me. So at least then, they're not gonna tunnel through. You're gonna play into the zombies AI occasionally. And I think that's the way I'm gonna have to do it. That looks pretty good like that. So really all I'm missing is a door, a bed, and some lighting, and then all my extra stuff, and we're almost there. There's a lot of work to be done to make this like a volcano fortress as opposed to a base or just a house. So there's a bit more work to be done, but it's now after midnight, which means it's time for me to grab my bike. It's already on my hotbar. Grab my bike and take off into the distance. Time to go back home. Home and sweet home again. Open sesame. In I go. I definitely need some more power generation. It's one of the things that because now, as I'm filming now, like 68, 69, and 70 are coming out for anywhere, anytime, and people are rightfully pointing out my short-sightedness on a lot of things, like trying to set up a farm on day 68, not particularly clever. So there's lots of work yet to be done. I do need some extra power in here because I do have so many things sapping away at it. I need to get those loot bags at some point as well. But now that I'm back, let's quickly duck upstairs, not down to the basement anymore. We don't live down there anymore. And quickly make ourselves, what do we need? I need a powered steel door, steel springs and both kinds of parts. Fair enough then. What about, what was the other thing I needed? I needed these. And I think I need at least 2? I think 2? How many? It's 4 blocks wide. God, you'd think after all like the bases I've built, I'd remember some of the numbers. I think the garage doors go up and hook over into 2 blocks wide. It's either 2 blocks wide with, oh no, it's 5 blocks with the still like little like 1-inch gap in between, or it's 4 blocks wide with a little bit of overlap, but that's okay. So I think if I make, yes, okay, that should be fine. If I make 2 of those garage doors, and then one of like the folding doors. That should work out well. What do we got? We got 20 minutes on those doors. That's fine. In fact, I'll even make that one in this one just because to save myself a little bit of time. In you go. One of those two. Nice. Okay, got some wood spikes in there. Probably go out and repair some of my walls outside. What else did I need? I needed a bed. King-size bed, what's that? Cloth, fragment, cotton, springs, wood, a short iron pipes. I think I've scrapped most of those. I don't think I have much cotton left over, but I'll try. No, got short iron pipes, that's good. I needed the cloth, got that. 7 cottons. There's a lot of cottons that's kind of like out and about, like just out in the world. I can probably just go and get some. How many did I need? I needed bed. Another 33. Alright, that's going to take some getting, but no good whining about it. Let's get out there and get it. In fact, what I'll do, because it's getting kind of late, there's cotton out there that I'll go and grab in a second. I'll also go and grab all those loot bags out there just while I'm waiting for the sun to rise. Now I've got that crafting away, though. That should be fine. I do also need to go back down into the hole underneath my base, get another 12,000 stone. So that's going to be doable. I'll grab my auger to get that done as well. Probably needs a repair kit or two. I'll hold off repairing you though, because you will lose some levels kind of annoyingly. You'll need some gas as well. There you go. But I'll have to do that while I'm waiting for the next episode to start. Things are cooking along nicely though. We've got our house up on top of the volcano. So what I need to do, I need to make the basement of that, convert that building into like my actual base kind of part, and then fix up the rest of that plateau to be my horde base. Turn it into a real like locked down area. I forgot to look up what that base in Israel was against the Romans. Someone look it up and tell me what it was, please, so I can remember. Yeah, there's a lot to do, but I have good feelings about it. I reckon we can turn that place up there into a real good fortified area for me to live my life in. Gotta have somewhere worthy of Jen. Jenny girl will not settle for nothing. I may be the last man left on the world, but doesn't mean you can slack off. Doesn't mean you can take it easy. Gotta make sure there's a castle up there worthy of my girl. But I'll have to come back and continue to build Jen's castle in the next episode, because this episode is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to the patrons of the Patreon who made this episode possible. If y'all liked it, make sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter. If I don't talk to you there first, I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.